More Brian, he said. More Brian it is. I can understand you wanting to see him and not my ugly mush. So here we go. So we're talking about this creature again, this monster. Not so much about him, about prison, about procedures. Suicide watch. It's been said he is on. And they're talking about medication, receiving sleeping tablets. Quick cameo appearance and we'll be back to Brian. Incidentally, I'm going to do some walk and talks. Life for Brian, I'm going to title them. Positive things to look at in life. That's what we're going to do. You know, have some more positive content on this channel. It's never been about views for spews, and plenty of interviews coming. A lot of positive interviews. People who've been on the dark side and they've come through. Back to Brian. So let's suicide watch firstly. Now they're talking about this monster being well, he's just becoming an animal. Not showering, not looking after himself, unkempt. So there is people in prison, chaplains, people from the church, maybe the imam, maybe the board of visitors. Used to be IMB, Independent Monitoring Board. They're people who volunteer to go in prison, try and make life better for prisoners, but also staff. Governors, people will be visiting, maybe somebody from mental health. Yeah, and if they've got concerns, they're going to raise them. It don't make them bad people. If you look at the chaplains in prison, they look at everyone the same. They don't look at the crime and what they've done. They just look as people, as all being human beings. Again, don't make them bad people. I met some fantastic chaplains. So firstly, the suicide watch. It's been reported he's on, Brian, he's on 30-minute observations. So being a young lad, his crime, high profile, being in that prison, maybe being threatened when he was on normal location, he'd be on an ACT document. Assessment, care in custody, teamwork. Multidisciplinary team. It's a good word that, isn't it? Multidisciplinary. Maybe a chaplain, somebody from mental health, nursing staff, a governor, maybe somebody from safer custody. They get together and they decide a level of obs. That ACT document needs to be filled in by staff who are observing and looking after the monster. This way, Brian. Come on. Come on, baby. More of you they want, and why wouldn't you? He's on 30-minute obs. That is not a suicide watch. Yeah? So you go and observe him. Maybe he's laid on the bed and he turns over. Me, I used to write things like, turned over. Some governors, they want a lengthy description. What's turned over mean? Me. It means he's a live governor. He's turned over. You see where I'm coming from with that? The level of obs can be raised if they were seriously concerned about this lad. Intermittent watch, 5 times an hour, maybe. That means you visit the cell 5 times an hour, and again, you make an entry. If there's real concerns, the monster was in crisis, then maybe he's on a constant watch, which is just that. 24 hours a day, you're there, and you can see him, and you observe him, and you make entries, regular entries. Will he be suicidal? Here's the thing, realization's going to be kicking in now, isn't it? 18 years old, what he's done, maybe having nightmares. Hopefully, he's going to have nightmares for the rest of his life. And then these sleeping tablets. So people are asking, this way, Brian. Brian, this way. People are going to be asking, why is he on sleeping medication? Again, doctors and nurses work tirelessly. They just look at people as human beings. Young lad, segregated. Yeah, they might give him medication. However, it's been reported he allegedly, there's that word, we haven't used it for a couple of vlogs, might be saving his sleeping tablets in order to take his own life. One, right, medication when it's administered. And I'll tell you a story about methadone at the end of this. Brian, Brian! He's here. Not a beautiful boy. Dispensing meds. Usually a nurse will dispense meds. Yeah? Anywhere. However, am I having my nurse manager or any nurse handing meds to this creature, whether his door be open or through a hatch? Quite definitely not. He's a risk and a danger. So I'm going to have them. They're going to give the meds to me and I'm going to give them to him. But here's the thing. He's not going to put his little pot on the side. He takes it straight away, immediately. And I'm looking in his mouth. And it's a thorough check. That should be done all the time in every prison. Obviously, the less secure prisons, Cat Ds, etc., maybe people have had meds in possession. But him, definitely not. And if they suspect he's saving them meds, a couple of things going to happen. One, they could stop giving him them meds. Usually, doctors only give sleeping meds, maybe for a week. And the other thing about him, his cell should be searched regularly. The chance of him saving enough tablets to kill himself, unfortunately, there's no chance. He's off him. I'm going to have to capture him. Maybe he's seen another dog. So there we go. That's where we're at. I'll just see what he's up to. Going to do walk and talks, life for Brian. Positive things. Talk about positive things. Yeah, he's sat. You can see him in the distance. He's looking at me. Brian! Brian! Yeah, he's seen another dog. I'll go and get him, and then I'll tell you about the methadone. Okay, methadone. The prison I worked at, HMP Manchester, will forever be known as Strangeways. Methadone. Top jail, bottom jail. And I'm not a fan of methadone. I'll do a video another day about that. Top jail, top of the hill, residential units. Bottom jail, bottom of the hill. Dispensing methadone. Top jail. Are you ready for this? Sit down, get your cup of tea. Retinal scan. Yeah, retinal scan. Very scientific. Here we go, Bri. Yeah. All about the future. And an ID card. 2 nurses. Yeah. What's this? Come on in. Come on in. 2 nurses. ID card. This way. Come on. Brian. One would give it, the other would dispense it. A measured dose. There's an officer stood at the hatch before the detox lads took the methadone, cup of water. Once they'd taken the methadone, another cup of water. Why do you think they did that? Maybe to dilute it so they won't regurgitate it and sell it on. Yeah, seriously. So it's very strict. Very, very strict. Bottom jail. Yeah, different kettle of fish. 2 nurses. A lad had handed a card over, ID card. Prison officers should be there. Were they there all the time? No, they weren't. Were they F? It just got more and more slack. Nurses need someone there. They need someone there supporting them, and they need someone there checking prisoners are taking the medication. The right prisoners. I remember seeing a guy, he's talking to another guy, he was giving his methadone. No officer stood there, nurses dispensing. Very, very dangerous place that. People get bullied for the meds. He took his meds. I just come on from visits to get some lads. I call visits, I'm watching him. He's up to no good. His mate handed his card in. His mate went to get his methadone. Too slow. The lad who'd already had a dose, he's in there. Yeah. So he's taking another cup of methadone. He ended up on healthcare, sleeping it off. Always, always should be prison officers supporting nurses. Towards the end of my career, when they were short-staffed, SOs, senior officers, manager on the wing, used to get the face on with the nurses. Just get on with the meds. Just get on. Give them the meds. All this sort of bollocks. Should be a staff member there with pills. Like I say, people on serious meds need them. They get bullied, antipsychotics and that. You'd be checking mouths, making sure they had swallowed them meds. Methadone, tell you why I'm not a fan. DF 118s or something similar, detox, used to come in lads into prison, addicts, heroin addicts, and they did a detox. Not very good. They would do their rattle. I can imagine that is not good, painful, horrendous. Lads used to be fearful of coming to prison because they had to do a detox. Then methadone come in. I was at Forest Bank at the time. Private sector first, because they got money for delivering a methadone program. You know, lads had come in, stay ill, leave, back on the hard drugs. With the DF118s, yeah, you'd see them, they'd start eating, put some weight on, they looked healthy. That's when you needed to get hold of them and give them some purpose. It's a wicked, wicked drug, methadone. And the detox team, the doctors, pathetic. I remember one lad on healthcare on a decent measure. He was due to get out. The conditions of seeing his daughter, this way, Bri, come on. Conditions of seeing his daughter were that he was drug free. He told the doctor, I'm out in 3 months, I need to get off the methadone. The doctor said, not long enough, mate. Refused to lower his dose. Go on. Refused to lower his dose. He stopped. He just stopped taking it. Overnight, he was ill. He was on the healthcare. But when he left prison, he was drug free. And hopefully, he got to see his daughter. So, more positive visits coming. Life of Brian. Out walking with Brian. Positive stuff in this sad world. Come on then. Come on. Walk and talks. Muddy walks. Away we go. Brian, come on then. Thanks for your continued support. Brian, come on. I don't know what he's eating. I'm not going to get it off him though. What's this? What's this? Here. Brian. Go on. Thanks for your continued support. God bless you all. Again, people of Southport, you know, thoughts and prayers with them. Just take a minute. It's awful. But there you go. Stay positive, guys. Plenty of Brian on these walk and talks. I know you don't want to see my ugly mug. Completely understandable. What are you doing? What are you doing here? What's this? What's this? Eh? Go on. Thanks for coming. I'll sit there. Come on, you muppet. Come on, you muppet. Gotta love him. What a handsome dude. And Brian's a looker too, is he not? Wow.